Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. The long NFL season down to this. One game to decide it all. Super Bowl 61 underway. This taken in at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Achane to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Here we go.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. And he is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Running right, here's Achane. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here we go.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And Chase will go in motion left. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
Here we go.
They'll run. Achane. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
One more time with Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and run it with Achane. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've sticked it. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Hurts Hurts looking to change the play. On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they work this right upfield across the 45. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That one caught. It's Meredith. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have reached the end of 1 quarter of play. We'll be back in just a moment. 3-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Palmer. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Palmer going to go in motion left. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Burrow.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Brown. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters' blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jamison Williams.
44 yards. And the Eagles continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 51 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, rolling the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Here we go.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Burrow. Short throw to Smith. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Third down and 10.
Now Burrow.
Throw caught by Achane. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
A give left side. Here's Achane.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
On first down, back to Achane.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Burrow. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. They call it a loss of a yard there. And now we've got a third and goal situation.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on fourth and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Devon Achane there to make the grab. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Hurts.
That escapes the sack. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. That pass caught. It's Williams. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Bengals 10.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll be out right at the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased. Doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Second and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now back to throw. He's got this to Williams, complete. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Trying the left side with Gibbs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now 2nd and 5. Motion man is Schwartz. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
Another run for Gibbs here. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Eagles will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Man open left side is Brown. Get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run with Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. From the 7 now, it's 3rd and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Play action. It's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a... shy of the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
And what great recognition between... his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. cut off the route and come back to help,
Here we go.
or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Running left, Achane. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 97 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Again, it's Achane. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Forced out to his left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Welcoming you back to Super Bowl 61, 3 quarters in the books, and ready to go for the 4th. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Hurts changing up the play. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 86 yards rushing for him now. A big part of why they lead in this Super Bowl.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Going back to Gibbs on first down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Fighting his... Hurts fumbles it. And the Bengals grab it. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
11.
Right back to him on first down. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. They're going to hurry back to the line now. First down, here's Burrow. Hits his target, that's Charlie Jones. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now a 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Achane will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. He's got it at the 2. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
Boom, down, fighting through tackles. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
His second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Eagles are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Eagles 41, Bengals 22. Jake Elliott kicking off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able.
There he goes, right side.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
And this one too low.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, a field goal is probably not going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jamison Williams
With his third touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Eagles are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Jake Elliott kicking off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Here we go.
3rd and 2. They'll run for it with Achane.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On one, ready? 11.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Achane.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now Burrow on 1st down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe it.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Well, he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.